Hello, welcome back to this channel. Today we'll be discussing about the blood groups, the ABO and the RH system. We'll be talking about the types, how they are classified, and why it is important to our health. And I have a question for you. Did you know your blood group? If you don't know, stay tuned and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment and share to a friend. Blood grouping is done based on the presence of specific proteins. These proteins are called antigens and are usually present on the surface of red blood cells. Also, it uses the presence or absence of antibodies called antibody B and antibody A in blood plasma. Also, there is a factor called the Rh factor, also known as the D antigen, on the surface of red blood cell, and its presence or absence will make a blood group positive or negative. Antigens are our body ID tags or flags, so they are kind of identity. Some are self, or they can be self, or they can be non-self. When we say non-self, it means it came from outside and it entered into the immune system. An example would be an antigen from a virus or a bacteria, or an antigen from a blood group A entering a blood group B. We are talking about antibodies. Antibodies, on the other hand, are like our body's soldiers or security guards. It means that anything that enters or anything the antibody sees as non-self, their role is to attack non-self antigens. So you can imagine if you infuse or transfuse blood group A into a blood group B, what will happen? So based on the ABO system, there are 4 main blood groups. The first type is blood group A. Blood group A has antigen A on the red blood cell surface, but in the plasma it has antibody B. The second type is blood group B. Blood group B has antigen B on the red blood cell surface, but in the plasma it has antibody A. And the third type is blood group AB. Blood group AB has both antigen A and antigen B on the red blood cell surface, but it lacks antibody A and antibody B in the plasma. And this makes it a universal recipient. Universal recipient meaning that it can receive blood from any blood group. This is because there is no antibody, which are referred to as the soldiers or the security guards, to attack any antigen. If there is no antibody, it means there will be no attacking. The last type is blood group O. Blood group O lacks antigen A and antigen B on the red blood cell surface, but it has antibody A and antibody B in the plasma. And this also makes it a universal donor. Universal donor meaning it can donate blood, or it can give blood to the other blood types, but it can only receive blood from another blood group O. This is because it has both antibody A and antibody B in the plasma. Both antibodies are present. It means that they will be attacking any antigen entering the system. And these are the 4 main ABO blood classification. Now, coming to the RH factor classification. Based on the Rh factor, we can have blood group positive or blood group negative. Rh positive means that there is presence of D antigen on the surface of red blood cells. And this means there can be antibodies known as anti-D antibodies against this antigen. When there is Rh negative, it means that there is no antigen D on the surface of red blood cells. We know that based on the Rh factor, we can have blood positive group and blood negative group. Note that people who are Rh negative don't have anti-D antibodies in their blood system, but when they get exposed, either through blood transfusion or pregnancy, they can develop anti-D antibodies in their system. And this is a very serious reaction that will take place in a subsequent pregnancy or during blood transfusion. So if you are resource negative, sensitized with resource positive blood, your immune system will produce anti-D antibodies. And the next time there is another resource positive blood coming into contact with your blood, there will be a reaction. I believe the next time you hear blood group A positive or B positive or O negative, you will understand how that is, or you have a brief idea of what that is. Now let's discuss about the importance of knowing blood grouping or blood types. The first, in terms of blood transfusion, we don't just transfuse blood because it is available. We transfuse blood because the person receiving the blood and the one donating the blood both are compatible or both match. If not, if there is a mismatch, there will be a rejection and you'll be causing the patient more harm than good. The second is organ transplantation. During organ transplantation, though your HLA, which stands for human leukocyte antigen, may match, if your ABO is not compatible, that cannot also be possible because there's going to be an organ rejection. During pregnancy, if the mother is resource negative and the fetus or the baby is resource positive, the first pregnancy will be saved. But during delivery, when the baby's resource positive blood mixes with the mother resource negative blood, the mother's blood will get sensitized and produce anti-D antibodies. And these anti-D antibodies are waiting for the next time there will be a resource positive blood coming into the mother's system, and it will attack it. This means that if the mother is trying to get pregnant with subsequent children, there can be miscarriages or there can be serious as stillbirth. And this is the main reason why pregnant women are advised to get screened for their Rh status so that they can be given immunoglobulin, which will stop the formation of these anti-D antibodies and save them the loss of their babies. Thank you for staying tuned, and I believe from what we've discussed today, you won't be wondering what A positive or B positive blood is, as well as you pass this video to your mother, your sister, or your auntie, so that they will understand why it is important that as soon as you conceive, you have to get to the hospital and know your Rh status. Or if you realize that you are getting frequent miscarriages, don't just stay in the house or visit prayer camps only. Go to the hospital, get screened, and it can be as easy as resource incompatibility causing the loss of your babies, and this can be corrected.